Hello. Good evening. So I saw on, I think on TikTok, there's a mod for Peak where it turns off all the lighting and makes it so that the only lighting you do have is your lantern. So it turns the game into kind of like almost like an environmental horror game. And I thought it looked really interesting, so I do want to try that. So I'm gonna try that in just a little bit. And then after that, I want to do a couple Mario Kart speedruns. I want to do a Mario Kart speedrun. Alright, let me get that set up, and we will get going. So, this is the Peak Pitch Black mod. This removes all the lighting in the game and makes it so that the only lighting you do have is the lantern. So here's the difference this makes. So all the lighting is gone, and the only one left is the lantern. The lantern was changed so that it's infinite, and you can also change it from like omnidirectional lighting to a spotlight, so you can see a little bit farther. So if you do want to see, you do have to have the lantern out. I can't turn it on and then put it away. Gah. So I thought this was an interesting challenge, so I want to try it out. I want to see how far I can get. Let's go ahead and do the normal peak difficulty. I also have one more surprise mod installed. You will see what that is. Oh my gosh. There it is. So whenever the scene loads, it gives you the lantern automatically after like 15 seconds, I think. Actually, here, take this one first. Actually, wait, hold on. Can I keep the lantern on like this? Oh. Oh. Okay, so I do have to hold this. Is there anything else around here I could take with me? Actually, let me cook the food before I leave. And then, are there any coconuts and trees? There's those two over there. Oh, I can throw the lantern. I wonder if I can hit them down with this. Too far. Try it one more time. Nope. One more. Yeah, too low. Alright, I know where it is, so I'm just gonna climb up to it. Oh my gosh, I can't even see this. Oop. Okay, that is not a good idea. Alright, I'm just gonna move on. I hope I'm going the right way. What is this? That's water. Oh, I'm going, like, to the side. Where am I going? So you can see there's the two modes. There's the light the area around you and then a spotlight that shines farther so you can see where you're going. I can't be moving while I'm switching between them. Yep. Actually, maybe jump a little bit. I'm kind of hoping this is a bandage. You know what? I will hold on to these. Okay, item management is gonna be a little tricky because I have to turn off the the lantern to get my backpack items. That's the wrong way. I'm getting closer, so... Still not there yet. Oh my, jeez. I forget. Okay, that's a surprise. That's a surprise. Oh my god. Bro. Stop. Nope. Oh, I got caught. Wait, luggage. Girl mix, I'll take that. Where's my light? Where's my light? Dude. Oh. Oh, hello. Run, run. Oh, I got caught. I'm dead. All right then. This is gonna be kind of harder than I thought. I will take that. Drink this. Onto that. If I remember right, I think you automatically get your lantern back if you don't have one in your inventory. So if I like toss it away somewhere, I think you get it back after like 15 seconds, I want to say. I got jump scared again. Just want to hurry and start climbing before the Scoutmaster gets me again. Wait, am I at the mountain? I think so. Can't really see up that far. I'm gonna find a way to like jump up as much as I can because I don't want to drop the lantern in case it falls and I can't get it. Like here. Okay, I'm just gonna recover my stamina a little bit. Like that. I'll try the bridge. Actually, it's not really gonna help. Maybe it will, actually. If I can toss it in like this corner. I don't want to throw it like too far away because I can't reach it. I might just have to roll with it. Hopefully I will get that back. Hey, that's a bad idea. I should probably go get it. Oh my god! I thought he would spawn farther away. It's over. Huh? Wait, is he stuck? Where is he? Oh no, he has me. Ah. Yeah. Dude, this is gonna be rough. Here I was thinking it's like, oh, you know what? I'll probably like play up until like the caldera or the kiln or whatever. No, I can't even get like 10 feet up the first mountain. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Okay, so from here, right? I'll take that. Rope cannon, I'll take that. There's a backpack. I will work with this. Just gonna book it. There is also an option to, in the mod settings, like the configuration file, to change the spawn time that the Scoutmaster spawns at. Maybe I'll change it, but I think I'm gonna stick with the default ones, default settings. Just gonna go around. Check one more luggage chest. You know what? I will take that. There's gotta be a better way up for carrying the lantern. Because my problem is going to be that I can't climb. I have to be sure I can throw it somewhere. And the lantern will stay. If I do it like up here, maybe. No, it's going to fall back down. I just have to go to the right again. My lantern. Dude. I have less than 2 minutes until the Scoutmaster spawns. I have to just pick somewhere and go. Actually, how far up does this go? Wait, if I put a spotlight and then drop it? No. That might just be my option, my only option. Just throw it, hope it gets stuck somewhere, and then go back and pick it up. Yeah, whatever. You know what I could do? I wonder if I can use this to, like, figure out how close the walls are. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. Actually, here, hold on, let me drop this. Hope this goes somewhere. I have 10 seconds. Oh, oh. Just... oh my god, dude. Can it get me? I think I just have to wait and hope that the poison goes out so I can keep climbing. I might just have to stay here until the poison goes out. He hasn't gotten me yet. So maybe I'm fine. I'm gonna turn the volume down, actually. That is probably really loud. Alright, that's more reasonable. Alright, almost. Okay, so my plan is I'm gonna wait until after the Scoutmaster lunges and then try to climb up C. Hopefully, I can make it. And just hope I find a ledge I can recover on. Alright, and one more lunge. Go. No! He climbs up too. He's gonna throw me off the mountain. I'm dead. Okay, so there is a right path up. I think the right path might be my best bet. Alright, I just have to go, go, go. Does this light up? No. Okay. You know what? I have two because I picked up another lantern. And they're both infinite, I think. So I wonder if I can like daisy chain these two together. Just like throw one up after the other. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to this. Wait, 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 wait. Hold on, hold on. Oh. Oh, okay. So the regular lantern, I can put in the backpack, but the one that the game spawns in for me, I can't put in the backpack and keep it light. Interesting. Okay. So now that I know that works. Okay, that's the strat. Because the mod sets the duration of the lantern to be infinite. So if I pick up the one the game doesn't give me, or the one that the mod doesn't give me, I should be good to just keep it in my backpack. I'm going the wrong way. This is the water on like the left side. Wait, can I do a double? Okay. Works out. I did lose a lot of time trying to get over here, so I don't have much time to start climbing. I think the right path is going to be my best bet still. Alright, just recover. And go. From here, can I climb up? This is gonna have to save me. Nope. Alright, further this way. I need to go. Come on. Just a little bit more. Okay. Take a bite. Like 30 seconds. Less than that. I have to go through here. That's fine. Oh, this is really sketchy. Alright. Hope I can make it. Go, 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 go. Okay, he's falling down from trying to grab me. My only chance might be when he like slips all the way down that way. He can't grab me if I'm on a baton. Yo. Oh my god, he's right there. Okay, recharge. I'm close. I just... Run. Recharge. And then... Might have to go like up this way. Can I make it up here? I don't think I can stand on this. Go, 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 go. recover, recover, recover. No! Dude, run. I'm so close. It's so close. Dude, he pushed me off. Wait, if we're both on this, can he break this? Okay, am I safe? I think I'm safe. I just gotta go. I just gotta go. Go, 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 go. I think I'm good. Oh my gosh, this mod is stressful, dude. Yes, thank you. This also repels the Scoutmaster in this mod, so I'm going to save this for like as long as I can. Oh, actually I should have. You know what? Here, let me move this over. What's 600 seconds? Is that 10 minutes? I think I have 10 minutes before the Scoutmaster spawns. I forget what the page said, but alright, I got past the first part. I'm good after this. However far I go, I think I'll call it after. I just wanted to get past that first part. Oh, dude, the rain. It reveals like the layout or like the silhouette of the map. I don't have to use the light. I can't really carry much more with me, so I'm just gonna start eating whatever food I come across. That's an interesting change because of the mod. The rain is more beneficial now, so it's like a balance. I can't climb in the rain, but I can see more of the map in the rain. So I can kind of plan which way I might want to start going. I can see really far with this now. Can I climb up through here? I don't think I can. Maybe. I have to lunge for it. Nope. That was bad idea. Bad idea. Okay. Wonder if I can squeeze through there. Is that not even an opening? Maybe, actually. Wonder if I can, like, just squeeze through this. No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Nope. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with that. Can I go around this little part, though? Oh, it's gonna be tight. Nope. I don't think this cave is worth it. Oh, I forgot about you can slip the... You can make the Scoutmaster slip. So I'm actually going to start saving these bananas. Here, I have my permanent lantern. I'm going to toss the one the mod gave me. Dude. Alright, I'm going to save those. I'm hoping I can go up like this way. If I start climbing up around here. Whoop. Careful. Probably should have recovered a little bit more, but I should be able to make it. Here, I'll jump over here. Is this the one cave I just came out of? Let me check. Can I get through there? I think this is the cave. Yeah. Is there a better place for me to climb? Nope. I'm gonna try to jump to this vine. See if I can, like, stand somewhere around here. I probably can't. Oh. No. Alright, so I think my plan is eat the cookies, the rest of that, so I have that little bit of energy to climb up that one part I just fell down from. Oh, it's raining. Uh, I'm going to go back. That's on me. I hope that's enough to save me. Nope. My bananas. How much does this have? It's almost out. Hello. I think this is out already. Yeah. Oh! Alright, I'm using that food. Oh! Jeez. Get the baton. Get the baton. Go, 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 go. Oh, dude, the banana. I think that worked. Bought me some time. Just gotta go. Ow. Dude, run, run. Gotta run, run, run. I'm reading chat. Hello. Sorry, I'm trying to not die right now. Right, I think he's stuck. Should be good for... Nope. You can climb that. Not that way. Oh, I should have thrown it. It's over. Yeah. That was farther than I thought I could get. I don't have anything to save me. Okay, so if I play this mod, I'm probably going to turn off the Scoutmaster because that is really brutal, the solo. That is I should probably not do two really hard mods at the same time, having not played either of them. Do I like VTuber arts? Yeah, I like VTubers. They're cool. It's a fun way to have like an on-screen persona. Oh, the Scoutmaster. I don't remember how to get out of this. Oh, there we go. Alright, so that was the Pitch Black Peak mod. Uh, I would love to try this with friends, make them play this, but I'm going to turn off the Scoutmaster, absolutely. That is brutal. Anyway, I'm going to switch over to Mario Kart. I'm going to start doing speedruns. So, thank you for watching Peak. I'm going to take a quick BRB while I get Mario Kart set up. Hello. Alright, I'm still getting some things set up, but... Oh, I forgot to change the stream info. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, alright. Everything's set up. Alright. Let me make sure everything is set up right. Okay. Turn my monitor on. Okay. So, this is Traveling Plumber. This is a category where you drive all 30 courses in one connected fashion. I will be playing as Monty Mole with the Real Racer because this is one of the best combos for this category in particular. Now, usually I do play on a hard difficulty because I do like sandbagging for items at the beginning of a race, and playing with hard computers makes it easier to get items below 10th place faster. However, I was looking at the record strats recently and I saw that they use easy computer difficulty and they opt for more of front running instead of sandbagging. So, lately, I'm going to try easy difficulty instead. Cheat viewers? No way. So I will start on DK Spaceport and I'll make my way all around Mario Kart World in one clockwise fashion, ending with Rainbow Road. Because Rainbow Road has no outlet course, we end the run on Rainbow Road. Alright, I will start in 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna try something I've never done before. I'm going to reset, as I have done that before. I thought I'd try it. There's a shortcut you can do. You can take that turn really sharp. I thought I'd try it at least once today. Alright, now for real. 3, 2, 1. So once again, this is Traveling Plumber. This is all 30 courses connected in one connected fashion. So instead of doing 3 laps of... Did I overdo it? Huh. So instead of doing all 30 courses in 3-lap fashion, I play it in one connected fashion. So it's like one big rally track. I'm gonna take this turn a little bit early so I can fall down here and get a boost. I've seen people take these like little jump pads from an angle, like facing the side. I'm not sure if it like changes the way that you accelerate from it. Maybe it does. I've also seen there's a new strat where you charge a charge jump on these straightaways. So I want to be more mindful of like implementing those charge jumps on straightaways after a trick boost. Ow. So we can get a coin. Yeah. That's alright. So my first split here is... Usually I'm going to be behind now because hold on. Because in my PB I opted to sandbag at the beginning and I got triple mushrooms and like, I think a 4th one too. And I used all 3 mushrooms to cut those grass corners on those turns between laps. There's a little bit of sidewalk you can do a trick off of to get a little boost real quick. So because I'm opting to front run with the easy computers, I'm going to start focusing on getting coins. Ideally, I want to have at least between like 7 and 10, maybe like 15, but 10 is probably more ideal. Need to watch that shell. The feather is an interesting item to have in first place because when you use it, it kind of kills your speed, but it's also really helpful for dodging items as well as taking shortcuts you can't normally take. There is one shortcut at the end of the Whistle Stop Summit that I want to save this for. Actually, there's two. I will see neither of them. Actually, I do want the coin. Actually, let me see. I'm gonna jump up here because there's a little boost I can get from. There we go. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, hopefully I get a feather. I'm spacing out my jumps on the rails a little bit more so I can get the boost. Ooh, I have a feather. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm going to use it to do a shortcut. An easier version of a shortcut on this little part right here. So I'm gonna throw my banana and get ready to use a feather. There we go. There is a way to do that last shortcut itemless, but it is very tight on timing, and it's pretty difficult to do. I still have trouble doing it, so I like saving a feather for that shortcut. It makes it way easier to do. Whistle Stop Summit to Desert Hills. I'm going to sandbag a little bit. I'm going to stay back and try to get triple mushrooms, because there's a little shortcut at the beginning I do want to show off. Alright, that's perfect. 24th place. I went too far back. That's alright. Use it right around here. There we go. Now I have a mushroom to stay ahead. I'm going to stay on the road down here. Usually I go up on that wire because there's a glider at the end of the wire that I can go across the off-road with. But I want to stay down here and see if it makes any difference. Grab a couple more coins than I usually get going into Desert Hills. So here's another good place I can use the charge jump after doing tricks. There we go. If you start chaining a bunch of charge jumps, it ends up being slower than just driving straight in a line. But after the patch that changed the boosts, it's a little bit better now to do a charge boost after an orange boost, an orange mini turbo. Because the speed that you get from the orange boost makes it a little bit worth it. Alright, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna cut this one corner right here, see if I can get it. Yeah, there we go. So that little trick saves cutting that last corner, saves taking that corner the long way. I'll use my mushroom right here. Here I'm going to opt to front run. There is a consistent method if you decide to sandbag, where if you can get items here in like 10th place, you can easily get a triple mushroom followed by a star, and it's usually really consistent. to get that, but because I'm front running, I'm not going to have either of those. So I'm going to focus on getting coins. Do a little bit more charge jump boosts. There's a coin. That's alright. So it is important to get a lot of coins on your way, because the coins increase your top speed. When you have 20 coins, your top speed is increased by 5%. For my build, I believe it's better. The middle coins, like around 10, and then the later coins, like 19 and 20, are the best increases, right after, like, 1 coin. So ideally, I do want to have at least a couple coins, but it's better for me to have all coins. Do a little fling right there, and then start taking this turn. I'm thinking about using the feather on this little rail right here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to jump over it in time, so I'm going to decide to go around the long way. And hold on to it, and there we go. Mario Bros. Circuit to Shy Guy Bazaar. So there is a huge section of off-road that you can cut through if you have mushrooms and stars and stuff. So I'm going to hold back and try to get triple mushrooms and a star. So I'm just going to let everyone go ahead past me. And I'm going to try to get 2 item boxes right here. Ideally, I get them both in that one, but there's a delay if you try to get both item boxes at the same time. I went a little bit too early, so I wasn't able to get it, so I rewound to go back and get it. So the first mushroom I'm going to use right here to boost onto a rock. I wonder if I can get a mushroom from here. Nah, that's alright. Use a mushroom to boost through this rock right here. And then I'm going to save all these mushrooms because there is a huge section of off-road I want to cut through. We're coming up on this beginning of lap 2. There's a little jump right here I can do, see if I can get it. That's alright. Alright, this is going to use about 4. So, there's 1, 2, 3, do a charge jump, try to hit here, 4. And then go back onto the road. That's alright. I'll start Shy Guy Bazaar by going off onto this little line right here. Shells can't follow you up here, so this path is also pretty safe. There's also some easy coins to grab, so I'm going to pick them up to increase my speed. Ah, took that turn really wide. I'm going to start charging a charge jump right here, so when I hit this jump, I'll jump really far and land on this and jump over here. Start doing a charge, go to the off-road, do little tricks. Shy Guy Bazaar to Wario Stadium. I find that the pack on this track, it's really easy to slipstream off of everybody, so it depends. If you want to front run or stay back, either or is fine. I missed the boost, so I'm going to try front running. Or not front running, sorry. Slipstreaming. Get my way back up front. On this track especially, it's nice to have triple mushrooms because all the CPUs are so clustered together that they'll bump into you. They'll boost off of your mushrooms, and then you can slipstream off of them, and you can keep that going for like almost a full lap. So because I have mushrooms, I'm going to use it to do a little off-road cut right here using 2 mushrooms. So I'll use one to boost onto this rock straight ahead. This one, use 2. And I'm going to save this one. Hopefully I can save this for the main track. Oh. Hit the off-road a little bit. That's alright. Couldn't save my mushroom. That's alright. What if anyone grabs it? So here's another little spot. It's a good place to do the charge boost. There you go. Ooh. The 1.2 update of Mario Kart World changed it so that you can now get coin blocks in first place. So now you can get coins and coin blocks. Alright, and here's Wario Stadium. This is one of my favorite maps in the game because it is very fun to do. Let's start by doing a boost onto this wall right here, ride the wall up, do the rail. Went a little bit too late. It's going to take a... not going to make it up all the way, so I'm going to take this lower main path. That's alright. Oh, went way too far. I tried to hit the rail on that. I'm going to start charging a jump right here so I can jump over the peak of this because I want to land sooner. I don't want to fall for too long. Wasn't able to get it. That's alright. Do a big turn right here and start boosting into the finish line. And that is Wario Stadium. I got lost in my menu. Wario Stadium to Airship Fortress. This is let's see. I usually like Sandbag to get triple mushrooms on this. I'm going to go ahead and do that on this one. Alright, that should be enough. Hopefully I can stay below 10th place on this next item box coming up. I'm going to start aiming to the left so I can hit on this ledge right here and do another trick boost. Go right here, make my way over here, because there's these little bumps you can do tricks off of. Ooh, a boo, that's perfect. We're going to use 2 mushrooms to cut through off-road at the end of this first lap. But, in the meantime, I'm going to start collecting coins. Do another little charge jump right here. Make up some speed. Barely avoid that. Scary. Use one right here to jump onto this rock. Finish the boost with another one. And lap 2. I'm going to use this second mushroom to do a little cut coming up ahead. You see where that chain chomp is? There's a little bit of rocks that you can drive on. That's not off-road. So I'm going to use a boost, get onto here, and use my boot for the rest of this. Let's see if I get a mushroom. Yeah. I'll try to save this mushroom in case I get blue shelled. Airship Fortress is another fun map. There's a lot of cool tricks you can do. It's a lot of people's favorite map online. I'm going to start by doing this little fling right here to hit that rail. I do a little jump a little bit early. I keep hitting that. I feel like something's changed. gonna avoid the fire. Do a little jump right there. Drift into this. This little section right here is one of my favorite turns in the game just because it's a huge turn and you can do a really long drift. Do a little boost through the off-road and finish the map. Next up is Airship Fortress to Bowser's Castle. A lot of this intermission track is pretty much straight lines, but there's a little bit of optimization you can do for it. There's a lot of little places you can do small little boosts. So I actually do like this intermission track. It's pretty fun. I like it. I'm gonna grab my first item here, do a little trick boost off this ledge. I'm gonna do 3 tricks in a row, so I'm gonna jump up from this ramp, fall off here, do another trick, and then do one more trick over here. So there's a lot of places where you can do what I like to call like ledge boosts or falling boosts. Watch, I'll show you right here. So once you start falling off the edge of like the track, there's a very brief second you can do a trick and get back onto the track. Let's see if I can do one more. Yeah, it's alright. I'll use a feather. The lava is one of the worst places you can find yourself in because it is really slow to void out in lava. So most void out zones, you fall in, Lakitu will pull you back out. If you fall in lava, you have to wait to get burned. You get burned, and then you void out. And it takes a lot longer than just regularly voiding out, so you do not want to be in lava. Alright, this is Bowser's Castle. There's a lot of really cool tricks you can do here. There's 3 of them I'm going to try doing. There's this one right here coming up that skips this first turn. It saves about 3 seconds. I'm going to go for it. Nice, got that one. I'm going to line up on this 3rd triangle right here. It's going to help me line up for this next little shortcut coming up. Let's see if I can get it. Ooh, barely made it. Alright. I'm going to not do the 3rd shortcut because that one's a lot harder. But essentially, you do a corner cut onto that wall right there where the lava is falling off. It's really hard to do, but it also saves a lot of time cutting that corner. Next up is Bowser's Castle to Toad's Factory. This intermission track, it's a little boring. It's more of a straight line. There's an automatic boost at the beginning because everyone's in a glider. So not a lot you can really do. I don't have to do anything here. And then this beginning section is just one big straight line with a bunch of boosts. So it's not really a lot you can do to speed it up. You could try staying back to try to get mushrooms for the boost after this lap. There is a mushroom boost you can do at the end of lap 2. I'll try to show that off. But in the meantime, I'm just going to focus on getting coins. I'm going to burn this feather right here, see if I can get more coins off of this double item box. Try it again, throw a banana, see if I get more coins. That's alright, I'll save on to these. So if you had mushrooms from staying back, you can cut through this little off-road section right here and get into the water a little bit early. A little water section, not a lot to do. And then this is Toad's Factory. This route goes into Toad's Factory with an alternate start. You start a little bit further ahead than you usually do. I'm gonna start doing a charge jump right here on this green panel while it speeds me ahead. Go into this rail, jump off a little bit early, hit this boost over here, and start doing a bunch of tricks off these little ramps. Let's get an item, see what I get. Maybe I can get a feather. I wanna hold on to a feather, see if I can get it. Alright, that's a blue shell, so I'm going to avoid it by rewinding. See if I can get one more feather real quick. Can I get it? Yeah, alright. Not the best place to use it, that's alright. So if you're able to hold on to a mushroom on that last turn where I went through the mud, you can use that to do a shortcut. But if you don't have any items, it's probably better to use the steel girder little route at the end where you fly onto the girder on the left, and then you go onto the right, and then you jump up into those ramps. This is Toad's Factory to Dry Bones Burnout. This is mostly a water intermission route, so there's not a lot to do. There's a little spots you can do, boosts, to speed it up, but it's mostly a straight line as well. So I'm just going to focus on grabbing coins. So I tried to rewind to avoid the red shell, but I got hit by it and then rewound, which is probably the worst outcome for trying that. That's alright. So I get my speed killed by the red shell, and because I rewind, I'm using that, like, no acceleration. I have to boost from the beginning. It's a lot slower, so ideally you want to rewind before you get hit. But I do have triple mushrooms, which is nice, because I can use these to do some shortcuts. I'm going to try to hold on to these for the final lap, or the final turns going into lap 3. So I want to save it for this section right here when I come back on the end of lap 3. Hopefully I can hold on to it. I'll start by doing a charge jump right here so I can jump onto this wall, cut this corner a little bit sooner. Go back in. And I'll start to drift. That little thick, like that tiny little sliver of the plank you see on this part of the road, you can wall ride on that. I've seen people ride on that, and it is like one of the hardest wall rides to do. But you can wall ride on it. And you can cut that corner a little bit sooner. I'm going to stay on this little path right here. I'm going to try to stay on this. There's a little shortcut I want to try doing. I've never done it before, so it'll be a first. Let's see if I can get it. That's alright. Use all my mushrooms to save myself. And it worked out. So what the plan there was I ride on that wall, I jump off, and I hit that rail that I rode on at like straight on perpendicular, so that I jump off of it, and then I use that fling to go onto a wall, trick onto it, and then use that wall trick to jump off of it and skip that whole lava section. Dry Bones Burnout to Acorn Heights. This is another track you could try to get items on early on, because there's a big like off-road section you can cut through. I'm going to opt to not do that. I'm just going to try front running for this one. I do want to burn the feather. It's not really useful this first lap. It is very useful here. Yeah, there we go. So you can also use the feathers to dodge items like shells and red shells and things like that. Not blue shells though, so you have to watch out. You can also use the feather to try to get these items. I should have held onto it. That's alright. You can use the feather to try to get the items that the PD piranhas are like blowing up in the air. You can also throw a shell at these piranha plants to make them drop their item, but I don't have anything to hit them with, so I'm just gonna ignore them. I'm gonna try to start building up my coins. Ideally, I want to get a feather for a shortcut I want to do. I want to try. I'm not able to get it. That's alright. I'm gonna do something very sketchy. I'm gonna try a shortcut item list that I've never done before. That's alright. I'll go into this rail right here so I can fling onto this. Oh, missed it. That's alright. Next up is Acorn Heights to Boo Cinema. This one is a pretty cool intermission track. There's a really cool shortcuts you can do on the pier section of this track. So starting in lap 2. I missed my boost. That's alright. See if I can hold back and try to get some items out of this. Alright, that works. That's alright. I have my mushrooms, so I'm gonna use one to build up my speed again. Try to start slipstreaming. Actually, use a star. Go ahead and just cut through all this. See if I can get a coin off of Peepa. Went out of the way. That's alright. Alright, here's lap 2. There's some cool shortcuts you can do. If I can have a feather, that's alright. I'm gonna try to do a big one right here. So I'm gonna try to drift into this pole. Ah, no, I did it too early. So if you do a trick, you can land on that side of the pier, and you can wall right back up onto the pier. But because I accidentally tricked, I jumped off to the wall, so I fell off. You can also do a little falling boost right here. I'm going to try one right here. I'm going to cut this one a little bit early. Nice. Welcome to Boo Cinema. It's a pretty simple course, but it's a lot of people's favorite because of the aesthetic. I like it. It's a nice course. I'm gonna jump up onto this. Oh. Do a little fling to the right to try to hit that little triangle. And adjust myself. I'm gonna go in this little part of right here because this is moving forward, so it's gonna actually speed me up a tiny bit. This one is going backwards, so I'm gonna avoid going on that. Alright, I got it. There's a little boost you can do on these right here. It's enough to get a little trick boost. Next up is Boo Cinema to Mario Circuit. There's a couple little shortcuts you can do on this. At the beginning section of this pier, there's 4 little falling boosts you can do. I'm going to try to go for all of them. So I'll start with the boost, and I'll try to do a first falling boost right here. Missed one. Got that one. Let's see if I can get one more. That's alright. I'm going to go over here to this side so I can do a trick boost onto this rail right here. Get another little boost off of it. So if you decide to stay back, if you have mushrooms, you can do a little cut right here through those fences. But I don't have any, so I'm going to go the longer way around. There's a mushroom right there. I'm just going to go all the way out of my way to hit this. Yeah, that was worth it. Yeah. I'm going to go on this glider right here so I can... Whoa, did you see that? So I rewound, and I also got hit by lightning at the same time, but because I'm rewinding, I don't get hit by the lightning. So I did a lightning dodge accidentally. I'm gonna go ahead and rewind so that misses me. This is Mario Circuit. So this intermission track takes you to Mario Circuit 1, so you'll get to do one lap of this. It's a pretty short course overall. And just like that, it's already done. This is Mario Circuit to Moo Moo Meadows. There's a pretty big like meadow section at the coming up ahead that you can cut through. But the first item boxes, it takes a while to get through, so I'm gonna opt to front run on this one instead of staying back for items. So I'm gonna focus on grabbing some coins. So if you have some mushrooms, you can just go straight ahead and cut through that big meadow section. But I don't have any mushrooms, so I'm just gonna go the longer way around. See if I can do a... I'm gonna hold on to this boost food. There's a little shortcut I want to do with it. Hopefully I can do it. So the world record strat on this course, they bounce off of that cow, and it's really funny. So I'm gonna start doing a charge booster here. I'm gonna use a mushroom. Do a little corner cut right here. At that turn. You can also land on the fence, but it's a little bit harder to land it. Let's see if I can get this mole. Yeah, got it. Nice. Nice. Moo Moo Meadows is a simple course, but it's also very technical. There's a lot of little optimizations you can do. Wow. There's a lot of little optimizations you can do, just those tiny little bumps, knowing what stuff you can jump on, fling through. It's a pretty cool course. So Moo Moo Meadows to Dandelion Depths, it's a pretty straightforward course as well. You can see it's mostly a lot of a straight line on a highway. Not a lot to really do. That's alright. There are still optimizations you can do, so I'll show you this one right here. So I'm going to go over to this left side. I'm going to start charging a jump so I can jump onto this little fence right here. 1, 2, 3, hold left, go onto this one, and do the same. 2, 3. Not a lot to do right now. Let's take a look around. Yeah. I'm gonna throw the shell back and see if I can get more coins off of this. I'm gonna go onto this wire, actually. This goes into the off-road a little bit more. So this cuts more of the track, so it's a little bit faster to go out in this rail. I'll jump back down, get an item box. That's alright. Throw this back, hit the double item box, let's see what I get. That was a nice landing from that. Was able to go directly into the drift. This is Dandelion Depths. This is one of those courses where it's more about driving clean lines over doing really cool fancy tricks. So this is one of those maps where, like the time trial records, they opt for like a higher speed build. I believe it's Wario or... no, not Wario. I believe it's Bowser or Wiggler. I think it's Bowser. You can aim this way, so you can start getting a bunch of little boosts off of this line right here. Oh, turned that a little bit too early. That's alright. So this is a more of a recent change in routing. So this is called the clockwise S route. It's because for these next four courses after Dandelion Depths, you go in like an S pattern where before it used to be Dandelion to Starview to DK to Sky High Sunday. An optimization was found between these courses where it's a little bit faster to go from Dandelion to DK to Starview to Sky High Sunday. I believe it's like a 2-second optimization. But now the record path is this. I'm gonna use this boost food right here, see if I can do a charge into this. Hit that too. Oh, wow. So I used that boost food a little bit too late, so I ended up going into the off-road and voiding out. Here's a little rock you can do a boost off of. Go ahead and use these coins, get my speed up. And this is DK Pass. There's some cool tricks you can do on this DK Pass. There's two ways you can go. I'm going to go straight ahead onto this pole, but there's also an option you can do where if you're a lighter character, you can ride that wall to my left, back behind me, and ride up that wall and cut this corner right here up in the snow to my left. You can also do another little corner cut right here on that wall. I'm not going to do that. I don't know how to do it. I will do, however, go into this tree, run into the wall, go back into this tree, start cutting it like that. Slow down a little bit and start drifting through the snow. Nice. And I'm going to not use this feather. I don't want to kill my speed. That is DK Pass. Next up is DK Pass to Starview Peak. Not a lot to do on this intermission course. This is a lot more of a straight line as well. There's a couple places you can cut through off-road, but for the most part, it's mostly just drive straight. There's not a lot of good opportunity to use items for shortcuts on this map, so I opt to front run. I will save a mushroom though. Actually, I'll use a mushroom right here. There's these rocks right here. I'm gonna try to boost off of this. Oh, you know what? Let me mention hidden stats real quick. So each character has different little hidden stats, like secret stats and bonuses to different types of road. There's like smooth roads, so that's like your paved roads, your streets, things like that. There's rough roads, so stuff like dirt, I believe snow and stuff. And then there's water, so all the water tracks, like the water roads. For Monty Mole, I believe it's a pretty balanced build. Monty Mole gets a boost, like a slight boost on rough road, but it's pretty balanced overall on the other roads. So this is Starview Peak. This is another one of those courses where it's more about driving clean lines rather than... Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and rewind. Or it's more about driving clean lines than doing fancy tricks. So this is another one of those courses where it's more of like a speed focus over acceleration. I'm trying to build my coins back up. I want to aim to the left a little bit. I want to try to hit these little boost panels over here to the left side. See if I can get some items off of this. Do a little drift over here. That's alright. Nice. So next is Starview Peak to Sky High Sunday. There's a good amount of off-road you can do on this, on the way there. So I am going to actually stay back and try to get some triple mushrooms so I can do some cuts through the off-road. I'll show it off. That should be enough. Let's see. 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. 19th. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to try to slipstream my way back up, see if I can catch up some speed. So a cool thing about pulling back for items like this is that you have the entire pack to try to slipstream back up. So sometimes you're able to just stay in the pack and just constantly slipstream because everyone is bunched up next to each other. So I'm going to cut through all of this. See if I can get this penguin. Alright, I'm not going to get the penguin. I'm gonna go ahead and rewind. It never happened. I don't like to drift on this little section right here because the Goombas love to like just beeline for you, and if you're drifting you can't really get out of the way if they decide to walk into a space where it's hard for you to avoid it. So this is Sky High Sunday. This is another one of people's favorite courses because there's a lot of like tiny little tricks you can do, just chain after chain of combos. It is a really fun course. I do like this course. So I'm going to fling down to try to get some items right here. Start my drift. Ow. Let's do a little charge boost right here. Try to get a little optimization. Fling left. Land on that rail. Nice. I think this is a lot of people's favorite course because of this little shortcut right here. So you can ride this wall. I think people just love to do that, and that's why it's their favorite course. I like it. It's really fun to do that. That's Sky High Sunday. Next up is Sky High Sunday to Wario Shipyard. This intermission track goes through ice, water, straight lines. It's alright. There are a couple little optimizations you can do. I'm going to try something really silly right now. I'm going to see if you can... Actually, never mind. I wanted to see if you can do a wall ride on this, on that little turn right here. I don't want to go for it. I will, however, start doing a little charge boost. I'm going to get on this rail, do a little charge. I'm going to take the left path right here because there's these little bumps right here you can start doing tricks off of. I'm going to use this mushroom right here to cut through. It's probably a better place to use it, but I might as well use it before I lose it. This little section, it's really easy to get hit by these ice fireballs, so I need to watch out for the ice balls. That little section of ice to the left and right on the off-road really slows you down. It's not regular ice, it is off-road, and it is like very easy to slow down on that. All these waves right here, you start doing little boosts off of it. So there's motion tricking in this game. You can shake your controller to do tricks. I've tried that once, and I get really tired doing motion tricks on the ocean, so I don't do that. I just try to do my button presses to well timing. So this is the Wario Shipyard. It's a lot of water as well. So turning is a little bit more of a challenge, but it's not that bad. Let's start trying to charge jump. Alright, was able to get it. Just want to be careful with turning there. I don't want to turn too hard with the water physics. I'm going to aim to the left a little bit. I'm going to ride on this little rope right here. Fling to my right. And then this is my favorite finish. One of my favorite finishes in the game. Nice. You can ride that wall into the finish line and you finish right before you void out, so it's one of my favorite things to do. Next is Wario Shipyard to Peach Beach. Most of this is riding through the ocean. There's a little bit of boosting you can do, but it gets to calm water, and then there's really nothing you can do except enjoy the view. This beginning section, it's a little bit hard for me to get tricks off of these waves for some reason. I'm never able to find the right pattern. You miss one jump, and then it's just hope and pray you get another one. So again, it's just it's a water course, so a lot of... Ow. I'm gonna hit this double item box and then go onto the sand because this is road, so I travel a little bit faster than the water on this. Actually, I have a mushroom. I'm gonna cut through right here. And then this is all smooth water, so there's no tricks to do, nothing. Let's take a look around. And this is Peach Beach. This course goes through the resort section instead of the Peach Beach section. And the faster path here is to take the lower road, although it's a little bit more boring. That's alright. If you have a mushroom, you can do a little cut through those boxes right there. And then on this glider section, I'm going to go a little bit below this one, because I want to land on this one right here. So it's better to ride the rail down than go high up and fall all the way down, because falling is very slow. So I want to ride the rail down to get my speed. Ooh, that is perfect. I will use that. Thank you. Oh, I almost got hit. Sorry. I'm not gonna be able to finish before I get that. I'm gonna have to rewind. Next up is Peach Beach to Salty Salty Speedway. So you see on the map right there, there's that like big sand path, and then it goes all the way around as like a big turn. So on this intermission course, there's two paths you could go. You can stay on the main land, on like the main road, and stay on the land, or you can cut through all of the water. I'm going to take the boring path and go through all of the water. It's coming up ahead. In the meantime, I'm going to ride the sand while I can. Try to get some coins up. And a cut over here. So it's a very big, like, open space over here. So as long as I stay as close as I can to this, this is a little bit faster than riding through the sand over to my left. There's a little flower pot right here I can do a boost off of. Let's do it. Nice. So this is Salty Salty Speedway. This is another one of those, like, water courses. I want to start charging a jump right here. I'm going to try to get up onto the ledge to my left. Ah, I missed it. That's alright. Luckily, I didn't land in a bad place, so I can recover quickly. I will, however, do this. Let's try it. Oh, that's out of bounds. Never mind. I'm going to take this path right here so I can avoid the water path. I'm going to take this upper path. It's a little bit slower, but I just don't want to go through the water. That worked out. That was divine intervention right there. Next up is Salty Salty Speedway to Cheap Cheap Falls. There's a couple shortcuts you can take through off-road if you have mushrooms, so I'm going to hold back and try to get triples. Alright, that should be good. I'll start slipstreaming my way back up. So again, because I have those triples rotating around me, any NPC that bumps into me is also getting a boost, so it's like a mutual boost. I'm gonna go ahead and ride this rail. I'm not going to use my mushroom to pick up speed again. Actually, I'm gonna ride... see if I can get this. Alright, I got a couple coins. So I'm going to use my mushrooms right here to take this turn a little bit early. So I'm going to use 1 and 2. I'll use 1 more on a little jump. So I'm not going to use it on a little jump. I also want to avoid these feathers too, because it's going to send me flying straight up and ruin my speed, so I don't want to do that. I am going to try to fling to my right onto this tree, so I can get this little off-road boost and hit this rock right here. Cut that corner a little bit early. This is Salty Salty Speedway. This is mostly a water course as well. I'm gonna go ahead and rewind that. I'm gonna go ahead and ride this rail a little bit. A lot of red shells. So again, this is a lot of water paths, so I want to be careful with how I proceed through here. Because there's also these Cheep Cheeps that love to just randomly spawn and hit me. Like that. Also gonna be careful on this drift right here. See if I can... Nope. Alright. Next up is Cheep Cheep Falls to Faraway Oasis. Let's see. There's a lot of off-road section on this beginning section. On like lap 1. A little bit of lap 2 as well. Actually, there's a big section you can cut in lap 2 going into lap 3. So I'm going to hold back. Try to get triple mushrooms. And try to hold that all the way to the end of lap 2. So I'll get triple mushrooms right here and slipstream my way back up. Try to get ahead of the pack. One more, let's see. Alright. For most of section 2 of this course, there's a lot of straight road as well, but there's a couple places you can do tricks to get a boost, like this one right here, followed by this one right here. Oh, it's not the best way to do it. That's alright. The pack is back, so I'm going to start slipstreaming again. And then right after this little jump right here, I'm going to go ahead and go this way. Use my mushrooms to cut through here. And then this is Faraway Oasis. This is like a mix of road and water track. I'm going to do a boost onto this rail right here. I'm going to fling to my left to try to get onto this rail over here. Do one little trick. Up. Go ahead and rewind. Never happened. Do a trick to get onto this rail. That's alright. Just go ahead and drive through here. It happens. It's okay. And one last trick. I want to charge an orange boost so I can do this cut through off-road real quick. Cut that a tiny bit sooner. Next up is Faraway Oasis to Great Question Block Ruins. Now this is another one of people's favorite tracks in the game. Not the intermission course, but the main track. There's a lot of cool tricks you can do on it. I'm gonna go ahead and front run on this. There are a couple like off-road sections you can boost through, but I don't find it to be that much faster, so I'm just gonna go ahead and front run for the time being. Oh, it's off-road? Huh. Hi, Porpoise. How are you doing? So lap 2 of this course, it's pretty boring at this big section of straight road. Not a lot you can really do. if you stayed back and got the mushrooms, you can do a little cut right there through this section. But I don't have any mushrooms, so I can't cut through it, so I'm gonna take the long way around. See if I can build up my coins again. Got to see your dad today. Nice. I hope your dad is doing well. I hope you are doing well. So this is Great Question Block Ruins. This is one of people's favorite tracks as well. There's a lot of cool tricks you can do on it. This track has what I like to call the funny skip. It's a big trick, big corner cut, like at the right towards the end of the track that a lot of people love to go for online. It's one of the coolest like shortcuts found early on in the game, so a lot of people like to go for it. I'm gonna go for it as well. I'm gonna do a little boost up here, try to hit this pole, get some speed. Nice. That's what I call the funny skip. Because it's really funny when you go for that trick and you miss it. Next up is Great Question Block Ruins 2 Dino Dino Jungle. So there's a big off-road section that you can actually cut through. Right around the end of lap 1. I'd like to show it off, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold back. And then this is an auto glider section, so nothing you can really do to slow down. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and not do anything. We'll go down a little bit. See if I can let the others get ahead of me. I didn't get an item box, so I'm going to try to keep my place in 10th place. There's another set of item boxes I'm going to try to get 3 mushrooms from. If the pack will let me. I'm boosting too much. Alright, should be good. Actually, I do want those doubles. Alright. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to try to get to the front so I can use the green shell. Or not the green shell, the gold shell. I don't want my coins stolen. Alright, here should be fine. Oh. So both of those shells follow the center of the track, so if I'm following the gold coins from the gold shell, the blue shell is also in the center of the track. This is Dino Dino Jungle. There's a couple little tricks you can do. I'm gonna try to get a little boost off of this dinosaur's leg. Nice. I'm also gonna do one more charge jump onto this leg. Ah, that's alright. I'll do a little jump boost right here. And then these little geysers, I want to hit the side of these. I don't want to hit the geyser itself. If I hit the water, I'm going to be sent flying straight up and lose all my speed. So I want to avoid that if I can. I want to brake because I want to take this turn, this corner turn, really sharp. Where am I going? Oh. Next up is Dino Dino Jungle to Koopa Troopa Beach. There's a couple little places you can do a mushroom boost through, but it's not that big of a time save, so I'm going to opt to front run on this one. The Baby Park remix. So I'll use the food boost right there to do a little trick combo onto the rock using the dinosaur's leg. Take that turn a little bit sooner. Go ahead and dodge this with the rewind. And nothing happened. Actually, while you're ahead of me, see if I can get a boost off of you. What? That's not fair. I'm going to hold on to this mushroom, see if I can use it. Burn it right there while the roof is above me, so I don't jump too high. I'm gonna go ahead and look behind me because it's really bright this way. Alright. So I'm going to use this mushroom to do one little shortcut right here coming up ahead. So I'm going to do a charge jump. Cut through these boxes. And then use my second food boost. And that's Koopa Troopa Beach. Next up is Koopa Troopa Beach to Crown City. This is mostly a ocean intermission track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this water route really close to the edge of the track. Try to cut the corner as much as I can. So first I'm going to pick up this food boost. And then make my way over to here. So hopefully I get a good wave pattern so I can keep doing wave boosts off of these. See if I can time it, everything just right. I'm going to start aiming to the left side so I can pick up some more coins in the air. I will drop my banana, see if I can get an item. That'll help me. I'm going to aim for this pipe right here so I can ride it. And I'm going to fling to the right onto this one pipe over here. Yeah, just like that. This is Crown City. This is the beach lap portion of Crown City. There's 3 different sections. This one takes you through reverse beach section. So those little pieces of sidewalk you can do a boost through. I don't have enough speed to go through this full grass patch, so I'm going to go ahead and take the long way around. Try to avoid this red shell. Nah, it's alright. There is one funny, like, shortcut I'm going to try, but it's really difficult because it's very easy to void out. So I'm going to start charging a jump right here, try to ride this rail up here. Blink to my right. You see? You can ride that rail, but it is so easy to void out. That's alright. One of these days I'll be able to show it off properly. In the meantime, let's go to Choco Mountain. So most of this route is like the highway section going out of Crown City. So I'm gonna opt to front run. There's not a there is like one little section of off-road you can cut through, like a little bit before lap 2, like a little bit starting it. Oh, my mushroom. I'm gonna go over here so I can do a little boost off of this sidewalk where it starts. Because I hit that rail, I wasn't able to get the speed boost from that little jump. That's alright. Go ahead and watch out for the cars. I'm able to get another one right here, so I'm going to go for it. There we go. Nice. So if you have mushrooms, you can cut through this grass right here on the left side, but I don't have any, so I'm going to take the long way around. See if I can get a boost off this. Yeah, alright. I'm going to go for 2. Yeah. So you still have collision while you're rewinding, so if you hit like something that has solid collision, you're just going to stop your rewind. So because when I rewound, I hit the car and it stopped me, so I lost my speed from rewinding. That's alright. So on this version of Choco Mountain, there's a lot of... What used to be like a void or a wall is now like sludge you can actually boost through. I don't have any items to boost through it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take these turns a little bit sharply. Watch out for these. Oh. That's unfortunate. Go ahead and take a big fall. Oop. That's Choco Mountain. Next up is Choco Mountain to Peach Stadium. There's a large portion of off-road you can cut through if you have mushrooms, so I'm going to show that by staying back a little bit, try to get some triple mushrooms. Go ahead and stay back a little bit. Should be good. Yeah, that's fine. Now I'll slipstream my way back up to the front. Try to hit the other cars so that they boost as well, so I can keep the slipstreaming going a little bit longer. Nice. So I'm going to use these mushrooms to cut through all of this. So here's the first one, second one, third, and fourth. So this is Peach Stadium. This is the, I believe, the Shell Cup version of this, where it's, instead of going through like the 3-lap version or the time trials version, you instead go through like this little like battle arena version of it. Use the feather to avoid that. Use my coins. See what I get. Let's go ahead and build up my speed a little bit more. See if I can make it before I get hit by this. Should be good. Aw, that's unfortunate. And for the final track of the run, it is Peach Stadium to Rainbow Road. We end on Rainbow Road because Rainbow Road has no outlet course, so we have to... Essentially, we have to end it, so that means the only way into Rainbow Road is Peach Stadium, so... Peach Stadium is also the second to last course because of that. And then there's this beginning glider section. Not really a lot to do. This is, for being a straight line intermission course, there is... It is a really cool build up to Rainbow Road, so I do like this one. It's a very cinematic introduction to Rainbow Road. So I'm going to try to get some boost off of these waves right here. Mushroom and a boo. That's good. I'm going to be careful right here. Use my mushroom to pick up some speed. I'll jump on and off of like those little flotation roads so I can keep getting a boost. As we ascend to Rainbow Road, and welcome to space. And would you believe it, there are still many things to do on this track, so I'm going to try one of these right here. Yep, that's alright. Went a little bit too far. So a lot of these little turns right here, you can also do falling boosts as well. They're pretty hard to do. They're also like very risky because if you don't like get back onto the track, you're just falling off. So it's a little bit dangerous. I'm gonna try to use some items to get back up to the front. Pick up some coins along the way too, see if I can build up my speed. So you see these like speed lines, so this is another track that has like a auto boost portion of the track where you're just going super fast. So on these little sections I want to stay on the ground to make use of these like increased speed. I'm going to use a mushroom to do a little shortcut right here. I'm going to start charging a jump. Do a little... There we go. I'll cut off one of those turns. And I still have triple mushrooms, so I'm going to try to use these as best as I can to do some more shortcuts. There's an intended one coming up ahead. I'm going to try to use it for that. Nice calm little water section. So I'm going to use my boost right here. Cut off that little bit of a turn. And then I'll hop over to the other side right here. Get a little trick off that and continue my drift. And here's another little like, there we go. Another little falling boost right there. Just get a little bit more of a boost going. So I'll use another mushroom right here on this little ramp. And then there's a wall ride you can do right here. I'm going to try to go for it. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I want to save my mushroom, just in case I void out. There's some more little sharp turns. You can also do a falling boost on these, but it's pretty difficult to readjust back onto the track, so I'm not going to do that. And then, as we are approaching the final lap, there are still some shortcuts you can do on this last lap. There's a very risky one coming up ahead I'm going to try to do because it looks very cool. And it's an itemless shortcut, so hopefully I can do it. Another auto boosting section, so I'm gonna try to take these turns as close as I can. Alright, I'm going to try to line this up just right. I'm going to do a charge jump off the track, go back onto the track. See if I get this. I didn't charge jump, that's alright. There is one final little like trick I want to show. This little boost was the reason that World Record was able to get below 4 minutes for the first time. Let's go for it. I missed it. And time. And that is Traveling Plumber. That is all tracks connected. I have been your driver on this little trip through the Mario Kart world. Thank you for going on this journey with me. Let's see. 2 o'clock. you know what? Why don't I try to show off some of those tricks I wasn't able to do? Those little shortcuts. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the trip through Mario Kart World with me. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get the one shortcut through the pier. So I want to show that off. Let's see if I can get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up my coins. I also want to try to get a feather. It'll help me do a really cool chain if I can get the first part. Actually, here, let's try this. Let's see. Can I go up here? You can go through this? Oh. That would be crazy if you can cut through all of that off, like going up there. Alright, let's see. Alright, I have a feather. Alright, so let's see if I can do this. So I'm going to start a drift to try to hit this pole with another drift. That's a little bit too wide. Let's try it again. So I'm going to do a drift onto here. Start another drift. That's a little bit too wide too. There we go. So you can do a little corner cut right there off of all that one big turn. So let's see if I can get the second part right here. So I'm gonna do a charge jump right here. Fling onto this tree. There we go. So that's the cool combo chain on this intermission track. So that tree jump, you can actually do that itemless. It's just very difficult to do because you have to hit all three of those like little, the pole, the tree, and the post in such like a specific way to get that full boost through the goop itemless. I know Copeland was like trying to lab that out, and she did get it, which is really cool. I didn't know it was possible. So it is cool that you can do that itemless, and then you can use the feather to do like a boost through that last section. Alright, the next one I want to show off is from Koopa Troopa Beach to Crown City. I want to try to show that one trick off the final turn. It's very difficult because it's very easy to void out, as you saw earlier. So, hopefully, I'm able to get it pretty quickly. Just gotta make my way through this beginning section first. Yeah, don't worry, they can rebuild that. Alright, let's see if I can do this again. That's too far. You know what, let's go this way. Alright. So I'm going to start by doing a charge jump onto this wall right here. I'm going to do a wall ride up here. Oh, missed it. Go ahead and rewind. Hopefully I have the speed for this. I'm going to start by doing a charge jump onto this wall right here. Lost my speed a little bit. But did you see that triangle pyramid of Goombas? I want you to keep that in mind. A little bit too soon, or a little bit too late. This is helping me understand this a little bit more, so I know that I don't have to hold right, I just need to flick this way. I'm going to use this. I don't need it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back a little bit. Let Lakitu face me forward again. Let's try it again. There we go. That's the itemless shortcut. Ow. But the funnier way to do that is you hit the very top Goomba and you bounce off of it. So that's what I want to try. Although I did hit the Goomba trying to rewind, so I'm not going to be able to hit the top one, but maybe I can hit one of the other ones. I'm gonna try it. That's gonna go out of bounds. Okay, that would have done it, but that's the item list shortcut that I wanted to do. There are a lot of cool, like, little tricks you can do in the intermission tracks that a lot of people like to avoid. And a lot of people don't get to know about these because a lot of people like to just play only the 3-lap versions of the tracks. So all these cool little things you can do throughout the Mario Kart world aren't very known about. So I like this category because you're able to see like all these little like intricacies that you can do, these little optimizations that people are able to find that you don't normally get to see. And this category, I think, helps show that off. With that said, I am going to end the stream here. So, if you are still here, thank you for watching. Let's see if there's anyone I can raid. Ooh, actually, Wildebeest is online. Oh, just went online, actually. Alright, so I will raid Bewilderbeast. He is running TP Twilight Princess All Dungeons. So Twilight Princess All Dungeons got a new discovery recently. In the 4th dungeon, there is a wall that you need to unlock by defeating 4 Poes. And that's one of the ways through that wall, if you don't want to find the Poes, is a 9-hour item slide. So you pick up a rupee in front of the wall and you wait 9 hours to slowly slide through it. Recently, it was discovered that there is another way through it. It was originally a task-only strat, where it was so insanely difficult to pull off in real time that only a task could do it, and then a day later, they found a way to do it in real time. So, that trick is now part of the Twilight Princess All Dungeon speedrun, and it is very cool. Bewilderbeast is a very chill speedrunner. I think you will enjoy a chill speedrun stream this late at night. So, I will raid Bewilderbeast. Alright. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful night. Take care.